Are you a parent with a teenager? A rebellious teenager, perhaps? Well, I had this question from someone in India, the mother of a teenage girl, who said that her daughter is not serious with her studies. She's in 10th grade of high school, and the mother's concerned that should this teenage daughter of hers fail in her All India exams, she will limit her choices for the future. In addition, this teenage daughter of hers is being rude to her father, who lives with the family currently because his wife, the mother's mother, is in the hospital at the present time. Dealing with teenagers is a complicated issue, but here are some of the things that I suggested to her. Number one, at that age, and I guess at age 16, that it's important to understand that as a parent, her contribution, her gift, or her errors in respect to her daughter's upbringing is basically at an end. These are the willful years. The teenage person is trying to figure out desperately who they are, what their life is. The person, the teenager, is separating him or herself from the parental environment of her upbringing, questioning it, criticizing it, feeling insecure as teenagers usually do at that age. It's natural to project that insecurity onto the parents and the environment in which they have grown up, and thus to be very critical. And so my advice to this mother was, your threats, your emotional fits of anger or coercion is, well, it wouldn't work in most cases, but it's definitely not going to work for a teenager in your family. In fact, the way I've often put it in these cases is to advise the adults in the situation to be adults, meaning, I think on some level, the rebellious teenager is needing to see, even wanting to see, how adults handle conflict, as opposed to how teenagers or children deal with conflict. And what is that? Calmly, respectfully, rationally, and so forth. And as I would sometimes say to the parent, remember, you're the adult and your teen is still a child wanting to be an adult. So absent some boundary of disrespect that you need to establish according to your culture and your own upbringing, absent a boundary crossing, you need to basically be able to handle with tolerance and calmness whatever the teenager throws at you. I'm thinking verbally, of course, and be able to reflect back to the teenager your ability to remain calm under difficult situations, to speak when you are calm, to wait to speak to when the teenager is calm, and to be very tolerant and not coercive or lecturing the teenager. I mean, it's hard to make a rule on this if the teenager is getting into real trouble, even potentially criminal behavior. I mean, there's all sorts of boundaries here, but within the boundaries of the question that I've been asked, to wait until there's a calm moment, express sincere concern for her when you are calm and the teenage daughter is calm. Just express your concern that if she fails her exams, she'll limit her own choices, and that to have choices as one grows towards adulthood is a very wonderful thing. So expressing concern rather than judgment. As to her own father, which is the teenager's grandfather, and her disrespect for him, that's complicated, because who knows what the daughter picked up in younger years in comments between her parents about that grandparent. They may have said unkind, critical things. So, again, you can express your concern. You can express that the grandparent is going through difficult times, and let's try to be supportive and understanding of his own issues and so on. Try to engage the daughter in being helpful towards the needs, emotional needs of the grandparent. There could come a time, a calm moment, where it could be asked, well, why do you feel that way towards your grandfather? Did he do or say something to you, perhaps when you were younger? So a sincere exploration and openness to the daughter's reasons for being disrespectful. Lastly, I think of something my teacher, Swami Kriyananda, said to me and my wife when our son was having his rebellious phase. And he said to me, think back upon the soul qualities of your teenage son or daughter, and bring to your mind in these difficult years of the teenager what the child's real positive qualities are that you observe from birth and growing up, and try to hold in your mind the image of those qualities in order to silently project those qualities, reflect those qualities back to the teen, so that the teen can sort of grow back into these qualities. It's a little bit like something I heard someone say, which is teenagers are all a little bit crazy. Whatever their body is going through, whatever they're going through emotionally and trying to grow up and out of childhood, makes them a little bit crazy. And so it's up to you to be the calm, tolerant, respectful person in the equation. And my own experience, and that of many, is that if you can do that, you will probably find that your teenage son or daughter will begin to grow in the years ahead into a wonderful human being, and even somebody who can be a friend. All right.